Everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury, so it's going to be more of a brand first impressions. The only product I've used from Charlotte Tilbury before is the Hollywood Flawless Filter, which we all know and love. So I am going to be using this today as well, but this is the product that really kind of opened my eyes to the Charlotte Tilbury brand. So yeah, I've got a large box in front of me. I've got a full face pretty much, other than like, you know, eyebrow products, mascara, and I think that's it really. No eyeliner, but I don't tend to wear eyeliner. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on. To start off with, I really want to try the samples that I received. So I got a sample for the Magic Serum and a sample for the Magic Cream. Now, I've only applied toner as part of my skincare this morning, so I'm going to go in with both and basically hope for the best. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's gone everywhere. Oh, it's very scented. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's definitely got a rose scent to it. And I was just about to say it smells like Turkish Delight. So if you like Turkish Delight, which I absolutely love, then this is going to be a really nice serum for you. Wow, it's really kind of like glossy and slippery on the skin, and then it definitely kind of like disappears. It really feels like it's disappeared here where I first applied it. As far as I can tell by the ingredients, this just seems like it's like a niacinamide serum pretty much. The first 4 or 5 ingredients we know are the most concentrated in a product, and the first 5 are water, niacinamide, glycerith 26, triheptanoin, glycerin, methyl. I'm not going to pronounce that. It's nice. I mean, I don't know where it's gone. I don't know if there looks like there's been a difference at all, but I can't tell. Next up, I've got the Magic Cream. So this is just meant to be like a really thick, luxurious moisturizer, and it looks like that. A lot of people rave about this product, but I have wondered why on earth 50 mils is like £75. Like, is it really that special? Oh, that is a thick moisturizer. I'm a bit scared because I am an oily skin type. I'm gonna put some clips in. It's driving me out the wall. How do I look? Yeah, if you see as it comes out, it's just so thick and nice. Like, it is really creamy and nice. This cream is actually really nice. It is really nice, and do you know what? I'm sure there's a cheaper alternative out there, but it is nice and it glides on the skin so beautifully. Yeah, that is really nice, and I feel like it's made my skin look so shiny, ready for some makeup. So I'm actually going to move on to eyes first because I want to let all this skincare sink into my skin. For eyeshadow, I've got 2 of her quads. I've got the, oh gosh, Walk of No Shame, and also the Exaggerize Bigger Brighter Eyes filter. I'll show you both of them. I think I know which one I want to go with. This is Walk of No Shame, and it's really pretty. Like, it's the perfect shades of pink that I like to wear. I do really want Pillow Talk, but I wanted to try something different because that's all I hear about Charlotte Tilbury. Pillow Talk this, Pillow Talk that, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to give in. But this one is really, really pretty, and it's just like the perfect neutral palette. I have already applied my Urban Decay primer. This is my favourite one. It never lets me down. And I'm going to go in with the eyeshadows now. On the back, there's actually like a little guide of how you can use this. So it says here that the first shade is to prime. The next one is to enlarge, whatever that means. And the one underneath is to define, and then the really sparkly shade is the pop. So I don't really know what any of that means, but I guess seeing as the first shade says to prime, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that all over the lid. I feel like I want to do it Charlotte's way, you know. I mean, I really don't know what I'm doing. Also, I have no brow products at the moment, so I don't think I'm, you know, really going to be doing my brows. Okay, don't know if you can see. I don't think you can, but it's really nice on the eyes, really shimmery and really kind of like creamy, really buttery eyeshadows. I'm going to use this brush again and take that shade. Wow, I really like these eyeshadows. So some information about these quads, they're actually £40, so that's £10 per eyeshadow. At the moment on the Charlotte Tilbury website there's 40% off, and there's quite a few sets that are available. I don't think Charlotte Tilbury makeup is good value for money whatsoever, so I think if you can get the products that you're interested in getting, you know, at a discounted price, and go for it. I mean, I'm a true believer that you should never pay full price for makeup. Definitely try and scour the internet for discount codes, or if there's one of those refer a friend schemes, try and do that, because I mean, it doesn't cost a lot of money to make makeup. So next I'm going to go in with this matte shade here, and I'm going to pop that in the crease. Now I'm taking this shimmery shade here, and it is really like, oh wow. It kind of reminds me of the Fenty Beauty, the really, really glittery highlighter. I've forgotten what it's called. I look like one of Charlotte Tilbury's models, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I'm not like blown away, but the eyeshadows are really good quality, at least in the palette that I used, which is the Exaggerize Bigger Brighter Eyes filter. Really nice shades in there. There are loads and loads of these palettes, and of course there are her larger palettes as well, which I think are better value for money, 100%. They're about £60, and you get, is it like 12? I think you get 12 eyeshadows in most of them. Yeah, I mean, that's way better value than 4 eyeshadows for £40. So I'm back, I've applied eyelashes and mascara and all that jazz. So I'm now going to move on to foundation. Now I've actually got two, so I bought the Light Wonder and also the Magic foundation. This, oh my gosh, so it's not the best foundation if you've got oily skin. It's quite, you know, it's like that lightweight, I don't want to say greasy, because it's not as bad as MAC Face and Body if you've ever used that. It basically gives very minimal coverage, like the least coverage I've ever experienced. And a lot of like dewiness, whereas this is dewy and it does have coverage, but I can get away with using this without powder if I want to look quite dewy, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I really don't mind that look, but this really isn't my shade. I use the shade match online where you upload a photo and you select what skin tone you think yours looks most similar to, what undertones you have and things like that. And yeah, it recommended the shade 5 medium. This is way too pink for my skin tone, but I think I could get away with it for when I'm wearing fake tan or when I've been on holiday. So the one I'm going to use today is the Magic foundation in the shade 4.5. This is described as a light to medium shade with yellow undertones, and I am really glad I went with this one because it matches really well. I would recommend using the shade matrix that they kind of have on their website, where you can input like any foundation shade that you use that you know matches you really well. They've got so many foundations on there, because sometimes websites have them but then don't have the brand, or they're missing the specific foundation from that brand, and then you're like, well, what's the point? Yeah, they had a really good shade matrix, and I actually used that to help me decide to get this one. So would highly recommend using the shade matrix. Not so sure about the shade match thing, that wasn't so good. But to start off with, I'm going to use the Hollywood Flawless filter in the shade 3. And I'm just going to pop that on pretty much everywhere, to be honest. I want to look glowy. And don't worry, it's not this orange once it's all blended out. On camera it looks really orange, but I promise you it's not. It's not full coverage by any means, so the colour that you see in here is really, I'd say it just gives you more of like an almost like an undertone. And look at that, it just gives you the most beautiful glow, and it's super lightweight as well, but you can feel it, like it doesn't dry down at all. So now I'm going in with the Magic foundation just on the same brush, and I don't know if you saw that, but it's really quite thick, but it isn't a full coverage foundation. I think it's more of a medium. It is described as full coverage, but I definitely feel like it's more of a medium coverage. Just so you can see the consistency, it's really, do you know what I mean when I say it's like really creamy and thick and like gloopy? But then when it's on the skin, it's not thick at all. Like I would expect something like that to feel so heavy, and this just feels the opposite, like it's so lightweight. First impressions of this is that it's unlike anything I've ever tried. So if you're looking for something that's not super full coverage, that you can build up and feels lightweight on the skin, it's described as having a demi-matte finish, which, I mean, it doesn't dry completely down to the point where it doesn't feel tacky whatsoever. There is a little bit of tack to it, but all in all, it pretty much dries down. So I don't know, I think, in my opinion, anyone can wear any foundation as long as you prep the skin properly and you prepare properly. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail, am I right? I think this is really nice. I really like the colour, I really like the coverage it's given. It looks darker on camera and I really don't know why, but my chest is really light, like it is just super light, so I'm gonna do a button up. I don't care if I look silly. I'm doing it up to hide my white chest. Next up, I'm going to move on to concealer. So I've got the Magic Away concealer. Now I just want to talk about this for a second, just for a sec, okay? You only get 4 mils of product in this thing, and it's £24. I mean, the packaging is, you know, beautiful, but I just can't believe you only get 4 mils. One of the samples that I had was for some kind of exfoliating gel, and that was 3 mils in the sachet. So for there to be a product that's like a full size product being priced at £25, I think is a little bit strange, but it's one of those ones where you click it. I mean, it's starting to come out. Look, the product, you can now see how much product is in there now that that twisty bit has worked its way up that little window. I just want to put this where I need some extra coverage, because this is pretty much the same shade as the foundation. Oh god, it's now all coming out. This is going to be messy. This is going to be so messy. I just know it. I just bloody know it. Oh god. Okay. Oh. Oh well. Oh my gosh. I think that's my favourite concealer ever. But it's 4 mils. First impressions of that is that, you know, this needs to have more product in, because that is so expensive. It's not good value for money, and I kind of feel robbed. But it is really nice, and obviously the packaging is beautiful, and it is very clear to me that a lot of the pricing could be, you know, money that's going towards this beautiful packaging, which I completely understand. But 4 mils, just 4. I think I'm going to use the powder, so the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I've got mine in the shade 1, which is the lightest shade, and it looks like that. I don't actually wear a lot of powder. This powder is actually triple milled, and that's why it's like so groundbreakingly amazing. Yeah, that's a perfect shade for me. That's actually, as far as powders go, a really nice powder. I don't think it's anything to rave about. I personally don't use powder very often at all. Anyway, I've got these 3 kind of liquid products next. So I've got a contour wand, a blusher, and a liquid highlighter. So let's give contouring a go, because I've actually never properly contoured ever before. So the packaging's like that. You get 12 mils for £29, I think these cost. There's like a unlock mechanism, and you just squeeze the product out. Oh, I'm scared. Oh god, I'm worried. Like that? Like, am I doing it right? I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. God, oh my god. It's drying. This stuff dries. This stuff dries down. Oh my god, this is stressful. Who knew contouring was stressful? Like, who actually knew? Yeah, I feel really under pressure. I think this is one of those products where I'd literally have to do one bit at a time, because I mean that's quite stressful for me. Next, I'm going to use this lovely blusher in the shade Pink Gasm. Same concept again. Oh shit. Gotta make sure you turn the switch off, because if not, it's gonna go everywhere. Whoa. That's what we're dealing with. Oh wow, look at that. I actually feel really pretty. Charlotte, I hate you. Okay, I'm gonna use the next one, which is, so that's on, that's off. Okay, I think. I'm gonna use the highlighter in the shade Spotlight. Wow, that's actually really nice and really natural. Wow, wow, that's really nice. That is really nice. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. First impressions of those. It's a bit disappointing to feel that, you know, it feels like you're getting a lot of product until you unlock the top and all the air comes out of the packaging. And then you can just feel how much you're having to squeeze to get product out, and then that's where you realise, oh yeah, there's only 12 mils in here. Really like the blusher. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it's also called like a high blush, so you could use it as a highlighter as well. The highlighter is really pretty, but you know, it's a highlighter. They all do the same thing. I don't know. I know blusher does the same thing, but I think this shade is beautiful. Contouring, I'm not really good at it, so I think I'm not too much of a fan because I'm not good at contouring. So maybe as I get better and practice using this, I'll perhaps like it a bit more, but I'm not good at that kind of thing. So who knows? But I think all in all, these are really nice products. I just don't know how sanitary is American, isn't it? I just don't know how hygienic these products are going to be because of the sponge. Just like with the concealer as well, I have a feeling that, you know, they're just going to explode inside the lid and product's going to get everywhere, and you might forget to lock these, and then yeah, it will just be a nightmare. Look at the size of this. This is the airbrush bronzer, and it's massive, and the compact is beautiful. Look at that, look at that, and it's huge. That's my hand, that's the compact. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I've got mine in the shade medium. Let's have a whirl. I like it. I really like it. Yeah, this bronzer, as predicted, is stunning, and it's not too orange, which is really nice, which a lot of people have said about this bronzer. It looks beautiful. You actually get 16 grams, so you do get quite a lot in here. I can't remember how much this was. I want to say like 30, maybe even more, like around the £30 mark. or maybe it was more, I can't remember, but these are actually, so you keep the compact and you can pop out the actual bronzer pan and just buy a replacement once you've finished, which I think is really good. And of course it's really sustainable as well. Next I'm going to use the powder highlighter. So this I believe is limited edition and it's the Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter. You actually get less product in here, although it's the same size compact as the bronzer. You get, but let's just talk about the box actually. How beautiful is that? Beautiful, beautiful. And this one's actually silver, so it's in a silver packaging, and then the CT is actually that rose gold, and then inside has got rose gold as well, so it's like all along there. Oh look, you can see how messy my table is. But yeah, that's what the product looks like. It doesn't look particularly you know, like shimmery or like it's going to be a blinding highlight, so we'll have a look. Oh, I was going to say how much product. So there's actually 11.5 grams in here, so there's 16 in the other one and 11 in here. Okay, it's quite hard to tell because obviously I did have the liquid highlighter on, but it seems like this is a lot more glowy than I thought it would be. It's kind of like Becca Champagne Pop, but lighter. I feel like it's got that kind of peachy gold colour, which I really like, and I think it suits a lot of people as well. Yeah, really beautiful compact, which again, the packaging is stunning. And I believe, were they the same price? I can't remember at this point, but they're always adding to like the sales and stuff. I've now got 4 lip products to choose from. I've got 2 lip glosses and 2 of the thinner lipsticks. I think they're, oh, it says here Superstar Lips. One's in Pillow Talk and one's in Pillow Talk Diamonds, so we'll have a look at those. But I want to look at the lip glosses first. These are actually tiny. You get 3.5 ml, which is 0.11 ounces. And if I compare it to my trusty Natasha Denona lip gloss, size, look at that. Let's have a look at how much is in here. Oh, 4 mils? Is that 4 mils? It's kind of rubbed off. 0.13, so there is a bit more in here. So yeah, that's one of the lip glosses. I've got another one here. So this one is the shade Blondie, and this shade I don't know, it's actually not on the box. And then this is a lipstick that I bought. This came in a set with the eyeshadow palette that I used. This is Pillow Talk Diamonds, which is just there. That is just like a gloss, a glittery gloss. And this is Pillow Talk. Oh, it's nice. It's like a glossy formula. I think I want to wear the lip gloss in the shade Blondie. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna line my lips with my trusty Milani lip liner. Oh, I like this. I really like this lip gloss colour. Yep, that is right up my street. Right up my street. So it's safe for me to say that I feel beautiful, and the way my skin looks on camera, I actually can say that I look like in real life, like my skin looks as glowy as it is on camera without looking really like greasy. And my first impressions of the brand at this point is that don't go to Charlotte Tilbury if you're looking for a good deal, okay? I wouldn't recommend the concealer purely because you're only getting 4 mils, which I think is really silly. Like it's quite sad to me that that is the amount of products that you get, considering it's like £24. But you know, it is what it is. If there's anything that I would recommend, it would be the foundation I actually really like, and the other complexion products. So the liquid products I actually really like. This I need to get used to a bit more, but the blusher especially I just think looks gorgeous. And yeah, these together, amazing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you like all things makeup. Let me know if there's any products here that you might be interested in trying, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.